Listen. Do you mind if I put my 2 cents in?
No, I don't mind. Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why are you coming with my brain?
Where's my dough?
Yeah. Yeah. Shorty, let me holler at you. Girl, it's the way you walk. Command attention. It's all about your vibe. Your true intention. I call you good God. You're misunderstood. Cause you're from the hood. From first eye contact, I knew I had to have that. Had a feeling you were something special. Didn't know if I could match that. You draw a crowd just to say hi. You make it happen, you stay fly. You big and everyone know. If I was a stock, you would raise mine. Even with a t-shirt and sweats on. Girl, you work it for me. Don't matter what they say about you. Baby, you're perfect to me. It's the way you walk. Command attention. It's all about your vibe. Your true intention. I call you good God. You're misunderstood. Cause you're from the hood. That Dominican girl. East African queen, call you my cinnamon girl. Sweet like grandma Copper. You are a #1 prospect. Even if you're raised in the projects. And you got the whole game on lock. Cops and robbers. They'll build an altar, you're so bomb. You shoot them down so calm. You don't be playing no games. But sexy in jerseys you throw on. I'm your soldier, I will march in line. You know it's your world. Let me hit you with that Martin line. You go, girl, it's the way you walk. Command attention. It's all about your vibe. Your true intention. I call you good God. You're misunderstood. Cause you're from the hood.
They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, I would love to be the one that holds you. Console you in times of grief and listen when you're trying to speak. Your smile, it brightens up the darkest moods, and looking in your eyes is like gazing at the stars and moon. Just thinking about you, damn, I can hardly move. The depths of my feelings are hard to convey. Like trying to catch fish at the edge of a bay. Like I'm caught in an infinite wave. Cause even when you do the simplest things, I
had it all. Everything I ever wanted in this life. The car I wanted. I had the career I wanted. I had the girl of my dreams. My soulmate. And now it has all been taken away from me. And I cannot remember what happened to my life.
I don't even remember who I am.
Yo,
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. It's your host, Chuck Allen, and your host, Uncle Freezy, coming to you live one more again in the AM. Vibrant ones, how y'all doing this morning? Unc, how you doing this morning?
man, I'm fantastic, bro. I'm fantastic. Just want to apologize to the Vibrant Ones for the delay. Technical stuff going on at the last minute.
Yeah,
Some stuff, but we here.
we are here in the building. So we're back, regular format. Yesterday, Unc and I had some unavoidable previous engagements that we had to tend to. But we're
Life.
back. Yeah, life, man. Life happens. Life happens, man.
Yeah, man.
This ain't scripted. Things do happen. So uh we're back today, around our usual time, 8 a.m. ish.
Ish.
So
So what's in your cup?
let's do it.
What's in your cup? Okay. I see you. I am drinking a Food Lion sparkling water beverage black cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Drinking that Food Lion beverage. Water. To sum it up, water.
Water.
Hey, so Chuck, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
How's the weather where you are?
Well, where I'm at right now, it's about 58 degrees. Um,
Okay.
Today we're supposed to get up to about 70. We'll see.
Yeah.
A little breezy this morning, but not too bad. Not too bad. Sun is shining. Looking forward to it being a good day. How about where you at, Unc? How is the weather where you at?
Here's another day and the sky is bright. That's the old leaders of the new school joint, Buster Rhymes. So it's about 55 degrees right now where I am. I have no idea what the temp is going to be. Usually though, it is about 67-ish around this time. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Looking forward to it being about 67 degrees or so. So yeah, man. Excited about that.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Hey, Chuck, so you ready to get into this health and lifestyle?
Let's do it, Unc.
Let's do it. Hey, man, so how's your health?
I've been pretty good. Sticking to my routine,
Okay.
keeping up with my diet.
Okay.
Even though, like I said, I had some I had some birthday cake on Sunday.
Right.
But that's about it. Other than that, um, everything seems to be firing on all cylinders. Uh, I'll know for sure once I have my checkup on next week, the 18th.
Okay. I'm gonna use this whack mic stand real quick. But health has been good. Last week I ate like a pig, bro. This weekend, so I started probably out about Wednesday and ate like a piggy. And so today I got to get back on the wagon, right? I knew this going in. I knew I was going to enjoy my anniversary day, week, whatever weekend, whatever we called it. I knew I was going to eat outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Just to enjoy a couple things, but trust, I didn't break the vegan lifestyle, didn't break that. I might have had more dessert than I planned, but I didn't break anything outside the norm. Y'all bear with me for just a moment as I adjust this thing so I can multitask. Hold on bear with me for just a second.
Yes, sir. Well, I think that's a good thing, man, that you've been diligent and not succumbing to the temptations of breaking your diet, your vegan lifestyle.
Definitely. No doubt. The thing is, man, I find it harder for me to be somebody else than it is to just easily be myself. Right. So the reason why I say that is because I ain't gonna try to hide nothing from people for the most. I hide like normal stuff. Like I don't want people, knowing my social security number, stuff like that. But if people want to know what I'm eating, shit, I don't give a shit. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And people were like, "Yo, you said you was eating. You said you was eating cucumbers and you was eating pumpkin pie." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for the most part, yeah. I've been on it. The push-up challenge thing, I have not been on it like I've been wanting to, because I find that the old fart has more. The back thing is more serious than what I thought. So getting on the floor all them times and doing that, man, it ain't something I can groove with right now. I just try to do what I can. You know what I'm saying? Probably pick up the pace a little bit on the push-ups, but in terms of doing 200 push-ups a day, doing 6,000 push-ups, I don't think I'm be able to reach that for May. You know what I'm saying? So that's one goal that I may not reach, but for the most part, everything else, man, is right in line.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Well, it sounds like we're both on track, and we're keeping track of how we take care of ourselves, man. You only get one body. You have one life to live, as the show says.
Right.
One life to live, and
right.
And you should live it to the fullest. Get the most that you can out of this short life, and that's making sure that your health is intact.
Right.
Because you never know when the Reaper is going to come knocking.
Right.
But I hope it is, when I'm 95, 100 years old, not 56 years old. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Taking care of your health, like you could be, the ideal weight for your height and age, but if you're still eating like crap and living like crap, guess what?
Right. Bem. Right.
And to all of the gentlemen that are 35 plus, you're not 20 something years old no more. You can't rub dirt on it and it'll be okay.
Yeah, you can't spit on it and think it's gonna be all right.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm gonna just take some Robitussin and it'll be all right.
Yeah.
No.
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 Yeah.
Just a quick, because I said the Robitussin tested. It made me think. So I a homeboy. Oh man, yo man, I'm sick, man. I ain't feeling well. All right, cool. Well, what you need, man? If you could, maybe bring me some soup or something like that, I'll be good. All right, bet I can do that. I'll bring you some soup, homie. Not a problem. Went and bought, a couple cans of Progressive soup. Went to the crib to drop it off. Well, so what are you taking? What are you taking for, for this cold, man? What are you taking? Oh man, I got some Dimetap in there. What are you, 12? You got Dimetap. Like, you're a grown man.
You're a grown man, B.
I could see if you had some Benadryl in there, bro. You got Dimetap. No lie, Dimetap, the purple joint. Like,
right,
bro.
right. The joint you get the kids to make them go to sleep.
Right, like, dude, no. I was like, no, man. I'll be back, man. I'm gonna get you some Theraflu, and I'm gonna get you some Vicks.
Yeah.
And you use that, bro. Like, you're a grown. Like, how are you not? I said that to say, as you get older, you have to take care of yourself like you're an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wake up every morning and take my vitamins. Word, these Flintstone vitamins.
Yeah, these gummies. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, baby.
But I think a lot of us don't know how to take care of ourselves, because being macho cures all ills.
Right.
Man, y'all all broke. Man, you got to man up, man.
Yeah.
You know how many people break their arm? Yeah, they break their arm and then they go to the hospital, get it reset, and put a cast on. Not walk around with a bone poking out their arm. Again, let me get off my soapbox. Men, be mindful of your health, especially you're up in age. The body doesn't heal as fast.
Right.
And you don't want things to become lingering.
Right.
Or get to a point of no return where you can't reverse the effects of what's going on.
Reverse it. Right.
So that's my 2 cents.
Right. Taking my blood pressure right now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? All the time.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, so there's a tech issue. Chat, I apologize for not. There's a setting that went wrong this morning. So the chat is not able to do what it is that they normally do. So I just reset that. And so the chat should be coming through in a minute. At least I hope so. We've been having like weird tech issues all morning, y'all. So we apologize. We apologize for that. So just bear with us as we kind of work through these issues. Shout out to Soulfinger for pointing that out to us. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to make sure that everything we do, y'all know is for y'all. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Robert Paul was good.
The building.
There we go. Now we rocking. There we go, chat. So Chuck, 105/75. People think I be BSing about the blood pressure. There it is, right there on the screen. 105/75. Yeah, people like his blood pressure can't be like that. Yeah, it is. And for a big boy too. For a big boy. Yeah, man.
Hey, yeah, those are great. Those are great numbers. Those are great numbers.
That pulse was 75. You see that heart rate?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So you have any do you have any health and lifestyle advice for people out there? The new Knicks is in the building. Chef NYK, what's good? Antisocial, what's good? What's happening, y'all? It's good to see y'all, man.
So you got any health and lifestyle advice for those out there that are looking to be the best versions of themselves? Like I'm trying to get in shape, trying to dress nice, trying to push off them cool vibes. You got any advice for anybody out there?
Yes. The most important advice as this weather starts to warm up in your city and people are starting to get out, gentlemen, it is most important for all men that are listening. Tell a friend to tell a friend who's going to tell a friend that no man should be in a romper at all this summer. None.
No. Under no circumstances.
Under no circumstances.
No, don't let them. Don't let them, like the reggae song. Don't let them fool you. Oh no, don't let them fool you, bro.
Yes. I'm just joking. No, I'm serious about that.
And with sandals with the toes out.
Yes.
No rompers, right? That button up in the middle like a onesie, and definitely no Jesus sandals with it.
Absolutely not. And if you are going to wear sandals, gentlemen, visit the nail salon,
please,
and get some. There's nothing wrong with taking care. As a newly diagnosed diabetic, they stressed to me making sure that I keep my feet up, right?
Immaculate.
Right.
Yes.
Because the last thing you want to do is having this condition and something goes wrong with your feet.
Yeah.
Right. So because my feet have a tendency to swell now, I do wear slides and Crocs and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But you best believe it don't look like there are eagle talons hanging out of those slides. Like, kind of crypt keeper feet are those?
Yeah.
Prehistoric waterbed feet, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want little kids walking behind you singing "Who Let the Dogs Out." You don't want that. You don't want little kids walking behind "Who Let the Dogs Out." You don't want that. You don't want that.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure you get not only the toes, but get those cracked up heels addressed also.
Absolutely.
Don't have the dead skin heels out. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be looking at cheddar. We don't want to be looking at Parmesan cheese, bro.
Yes.
We don't want that. Make sure you go get those pedicures and the manis too. Get the manis done because you diabetic.
Yeah.
You diabetic. It's to all your extremities. Get the manis done. Get the pedis done. Now, Big Dog, not you, Chuck. I'm talking about people watching. Big Dog, listen. Don't come in here looking like Claus. Yeah, she said that clear coat would be nice. No. No, you don't need 7 layers of clear coat, bro. Having you come in here and looking like Cat Williams. No. No. That's a bridge too far for us.
Yes, sir.
That's a bridge too far. But make sure you take care of yourself. The point of all of this is make sure you take care of yourself. And for those that have got the dad bods, listen. For those with the dad bods, I'm gonna just speak to y'all directly. You know what I'm saying? Workout. You don't have to waste money on a gym membership, right? But stop sending your kids to the mailbox. You get up and go. Right? Get up and go to the mailbox. Stop telling your kids to take out the trash. You take out the trash. Get up and be more active. Right? Stop telling your babies to go walk the dog around the block twice. You do it. Right? And take the kids with you. If they got to learn something, if it's got to be them being active too, bring them with you. But it shouldn't be go check the mailbox while you sitting down drinking Budweiser, watching the Knicks game, and you mad. Right?
Right.
Be active. Be active. That's what the moral of the story is: be active. Watch what you eat. Right? If it sounds like it's not healthy, guess what? It ain't healthy.
It is not.
Right? Because if you eating birthday cake ice cream on a random day and it ain't your birthday, guess what? It's not healthy.
Right.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So and so I say this to the guys that are maybe 5 pounds overweight or 50 pounds overweight, or maybe even 100 pounds overweight. Listen, be active, start small, change your lifestyle, right? Do so, because what it is you don't want to be that guy that stopped taking baths because you too heavy. You can't really get out the tub like you used to. You know what I mean? That means you can't get out the tub like you used to. Right? You know what I'm saying? You want to be that guy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course, as we age and get older, our bodies are not going to be in the same condition as it was when we were 17 years old. Of course not.
Right.
Right? Of course not. But what we'd like to do is at least be in a situation where the medical conditions that creep up on us as we get older don't get a head start. Don't let the 60-year-old condition start reaching you at 45 or 40. Right? Make sure you eat. Make sure you be healthy. Put that salt down. You know what I'm saying? Use less salt. Be more active. You know what I'm saying? Walk more. Get better habits. And I say that because I care, not just because I like to hear myself talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be more active. You know what I'm saying? And Chuck got on me when we first started this show about getting these health screenings and all this stuff. I go get the health screening. I need to do, Chuck, I ain't gonna lie to you. I do need to do the cancer screenings, bro. I gotta.
Yeah.
But I'm intimidated by that.
Man, have you a glass of wine, throwing some Teddy P, and you look over your shoulder and say, "Hey,
yeah,
be gentle."
Yeah.
And take a deep breath and just, gentlemen, I know that is an intimidating procedure. But we're at an age where the prostate is a silent killer, man. And I've watched it take people out like that. My great uncle had prostate. Didn't tell anybody until it was too late.
Right.
They already gave him his diagnosis. They already told him, "You got 6 months. Get your affairs in order."
Right.
What, sir? How could you? But the thing that woke me up about it, and I was a young guy when this happened. Like, I don't even think I was still in high school.
Right.
Because he died on a Friday night, and I was like, "Yo, why is there nobody here to pick me up after the game?"
Right.
And I remember that night I was talking cash money, isn't it? I was like, "Yo, had one of the best games of my life. Ain't nobody in the stands. Ain't nobody out here to pick me up. Blah blah blah." And then finally, my cousin shows up. I'm like, "Hey man, where's everybody at, man?"
Right.
Well, you know, Unc died.
Yeah.
That's why ain't nobody came pick you up.
Dang, man. Yeah.
And I was like, wow, it was exactly 6 months to the date of that diagnosis.
Right.
It was 6 months. Not a day later.
Right.
So gentlemen, you don't want to get to that point. You want to find out early, jump on it, do what you can so you can be here. You want to be here, man. You want to be here for your family. You want to be here for your friends. And we love having you in the chat, man, chopping it up and kicking it.
Right.
So definitely when it's time to have that procedure, man, as uncomfortable and as unmanly as that may feel, it'll save your life. Now, here's the thing. Now, they say you can do it yourself, but I ain't poking around there. I don't know what I'm looking for. Might be down there too long and there might be having a good time. So, no. Let the doctor go in there, get it done. I'm good. All right.
Right. Right. Right. I feel you, Chuck.
I'm cracking jokes to loosen you up, man. Because when we talk about it, the look in your eye, like, man, I don't know.
Right. Yeah. 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 I feel you. I feel you. Want to be here?
Yeah. Because it would be unfair, man, for you to go to become vegan, lose all this weight, become so motivated, and not take care of that as well.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like washing your car. Car shining, but the wheels look ashy than a mug.
Yeah.
You put on rolling dice.
And the transmission slipping. Car clean.
Car clean. Oh, it catch now. I don't catch it now. It's going.
Yeah.
Heck no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. Knock on wood. How about a guy? He was driving a Mercedes CLK 430.
Okay.
He was parked at Walmart, right?
Right.
And
was that me? No.
I don't know. No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you at all. It wasn't you.
You said CLK.
We was in Sparta. I've never been there. That is probably the whitest town I've ever been in.
In the heat of the night. In the heat of the night.
In the heat of the night was shot in Sparta?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. No, man.
Yeah. I'll check it out. I think the name of the town. Let me see. In the heat of the night. Yep. So as I put SPA and it shows Sparta. Yep. Okay. All right. Maybe so.
So what happened was the guy tried to park where no one would park in front of him, so that when he got ready to leave, he'd drive off because his transmission didn't go in reverse. And when I tell you that car was clean, it was clean, man. It was, regular, original, black paint job. It had the factory chrome, BMW rims on it. Right. That thing was sharp, man. And the guy, he's cursing up a storm, talking to himself, but he's cursing up a storm. And my godfather goes, "Hey, everything okay?" I'm like, "What are you doing?" Something clearly wrong with him over there. Right. And he was like, "Nah, man." He was like, "I park like this, so no one to park in front of me, and I don't even know how long it's going to take them to come out here." Like, well, why? Right. Oh, because his transmission is slipping.
I've been there. I had
reverse.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. I had a Ford Taurus SHO 5-speed, right? And it was burgundy, fading, turning pink. I was broke, bro. I was broke. I was in one of them stages where I didn't have a car. I had to buy a car, any car, and just buy any car, man, just to, you know what I'm saying, make sure I can, be around, get to work back and forth, have a ride, you know what I'm saying, pick up my babies and all that stuff. right? And listen, Uncle Freezy, I'm not the golden child, y'all. I listen. I am in. Trust me, I'm not the golden child. Like everything has not been squeaky clean in my life, right? But I had a Ford. I had a Ford Taurus SHL. It was like a beautiful burgundy that was fading. Like you could tell in certain spots it was like still beautiful, in other spots it was pink. Right? My kids would see the car and they were like, "Oh God, Daddy, didn't I tell you to pick me up down the street?" But anyway. And so I used to drive to work and I used to pull into parking spots so that because my transmission was slipping and falling and can't get up. It was slipping, falling. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so every now and then I would cruise the parking lot and there would be no pull-in spots. It would be only those spots. It would only be those spots where I had to just take what was open or be late for work. So I pull in and I would be that dude that would like have the door open and kick in, like trying to, like I put the car in neutral and like kick it and try to roll it backwards, right? Or get out and push it out, right? And the chicks would laugh, but they didn't know me and Mo had so much stuff going on. Mo was working 2 jobs. I was working overtime at this job. You know what I'm saying? But I was like excelling at the, like moving up at the job because I could dig it. I understood the company's mindset. So I wouldn't think like a worker. I would think like the company. So when they offer me these challenges, like, no, I got you. I got you. My man work on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? He check his emails at 5 o'clock. That means for me, that's 8 o'clock because he in Seattle and I'm in South Carolina. So he's like, hey man, can you hang around till 8 o'clock to see if you can catch him? Hell yeah, I'll do that. So meanwhile, they'll give me like some work to do during that time. And so I would email him, he wouldn't answer, so I would ring his phone. Like dude named Chuck. I don't know what it is about dudes with swag named Chuck, dudes that's popular named Chuck. I guess it's the style or something. If you swaggy, if you popular, if you important, your name be Chuck, whatever. I'm calling this dude Chuck in Seattle. I call him, I'm a peon, right? And not like R. Kelly girlfriends like that. I'm talking about like the word peon is actually a word. P-E-O-N is actually a word, right? Meaning the lowest person on the totem pole, right? So I'm a peon, and so I call him. I'm like, hey, Mr. Chuck, you know what I'm saying? This is Uncle Freezy calling from the blah, 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 blah. He's like, hey, I saw you in the email. How you doing? You know, how the kids doing? They told me that your kids play sports and all kinds of yeah. He's like, what you doing here working late, man? It must be 8:30 on the East Coast. Like, yeah, I just wanted to catch you to explain such and such. Right. He's like, hey man, you doing good stuff for the company, man. They say these people are really impressed with you. Just keep doing what you can do, but make sure you keep a balance though. Make sure you be there for them kids. And I'm like, hey, Mr. Chuck, I'm gonna make sure I do that. But I was calling to make sure, he like, listen, before I leave, I'm gonna make sure that I take care of the stuff that you're calling me about. But don't stay here till 8 o'clock no more. Make sure you go get off, blah, blah, blah. And so every morning, I just make sure I do. I'm gonna send it directly to you because you're the one that I trust. And then, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you get back to me prompt. When you get in here at 8, make sure you take care of my stuff. It'll be 5 a.m. over here for me, but I'll be looking. And so I asked, I'm like, hey, so why you staying late and coming in early? He was like, hey, man, motivations. Everybody have different level of motivations or whatever. And he said that. And I was like, okay. So I come in the next day, 8 o'clock, Chuck. Right. People at my desk. Like, hey, Chuck said he only wanted to deal with you. What'd you say to him? And I don't know. Shit, I got the magic touch or something. Shit, I don't know. and so from then on, they started including me in projects, and then in all kind type of stuff. So that Taurus SHO, the 88, this was like 2000. This is like 99, 2000, or whatever. I had an 88 Taurus SHO that I had to legit think about this. You have to leave your door open, put your car in neutral, right? Your stick in neutral, so it'll be able to roll. And then
Right.
I would take my foot and kick it out of the parking spot and back up. And jerks would come up behind me and stop. Because when it started rolling, you don't want to stop. You wanted to run. Because
Right.
if you ever stop, then you got to start the whole thing all over again. Right?
Right.
Kick it out the parking spot. And then, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, what I'm getting at is I start to move up a little bit. I buy.
Right.
So then I move from the 88 to a 1982 GMC Sierra. It's a black truck. But down here, we love trucks, right?
Yes.
So it's a pickup. It's an 82 GMC Sierra I bought from my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? He passed away. Complications from diabetes. So he passed away. But anyway, bought a truck from him. He like, hey man, it's running hot. I'll sell it to you for $800. I'm like, $800 back then, Chuck. That's like telling somebody, like in 2020, 2022, that's like telling somebody you'll sell it for like $1,200. $1,200 ain't really that much money when you talk about buying a car or a truck. But I was so broke at the time. Remember, I had kids all over the place.
Right.
So the truck has a cracked windshield on it, and it runs hot. Like I could only drive the truck 30 minutes. It would run hot in 30 minutes. It had a cracked motor, right? Cracked motor in it. So I go from a car that's got a transmission that's slipping to a truck with a motor with I could get into the details of what it was. Most people don't even understand, but just say the motor would run hot. So
right.
I would have to take a jug of water with me to put it in. Like it's not like you put it like before. Like when I get there, I would let all the water run out of it. Right. I can just when I get out the truck, I can see it dripping at the bottom. I'm like, right. So before I would leave for work that day to go home, I would have to take those 2 gallons of water and pour in there. And it would make that noise that make you sound like such a loser. Like I would sound like I would pour the water in there and it would be like, you know yeah, man. I would feel like such a loser, man. Meanwhile, people getting their tax money, they upgrading their cars and all kind of stuff. And I would tell Mo, I'm like, Mo, man, I don't want to do that. I don't want to blow our money on another bill. I would rather just get us a car that's paid for. She'd be like, no, we need dependable transport. You want me to be broke down on the side of the road? Right. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to be broke down on the side of the road. So Chuck, to make a long story short, I was that guy that you're talking about. That's why when you said it, I was like, you sure you talking about me? You sure you talking about me? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I was that guy, and my pops would be cussing me. You got babies all over the world, and you ain't even got dependable transport. You know how your pops be trying to talk to you like a man. Yeah, your pops be trying to talk to you like a man, and you like, I really don't want to hear this right now. Because I got my eyes on the bigger picture. Like I legit want to get a house. Because back then I was living in a used single wide trailer. Right. I was living in a used single wide trailer, but I had aspirations to be something bigger, something better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to be that. I wanted to be the guy in the big house. So I wanted to put money aside and learn the game so I can. And my pops would be like, oh, you ain't nothing. You know how it is when you struggling, and then people validate your nothingness. Like when you struggling, they're like, oh man, you in here, all these kids, and you in this teeny house. I can't even fart in here. It's so small. You know what I'm saying? But and all this stuff. So yeah. So when you was talking about that guy, I was like, I was that guy. I was that guy. And then at the same time, I was working at the Department of Corrections, not making no money. Back then, they wasn't really paying you nothing. So I was working at the Department of Corrections. I'm fighting with my staff because I got promoted on that job. And I was like, yo, you got to care about the inmates. This is what I was telling them. They people. I'm like, I don't care nothing about no. They tried to throw pee on me the other day, and you say I'm supposed to smile. And then I'm thinking like, I understand where you're coming from. But if you didn't treat them like dirt, they wouldn't be disrespectful to you. I don't care nothing about them. I just want to go home. They ain't paying us nothing. So it's all these things. So yeah, Chuck. When you said that just now, I was like, dang, man, when I was in my 20s, man, I was such a...
Listen, I had my priorities. Well, you had your priorities straight. Me, I had my priorities backwards at 20. Someone broke in my little Escort 2-door. Stole my radio, stole the speakers out the door, the subs and the amp. The amp was bolted down, but the subs were too heavy for them to take out.
Yeah.
They broke my window.
Damn.
You know what the first thing I went and got? Another radio. I went to Walmart and got another radio. And guess what? Guess how much a new window for 89 Escort was? $35.
I was gonna say $35, and all you had to do, you could have got the window and put it in yourself. All you had to do was take the weather stripping up, put it back on track in the window, make sure you clean all the shards out, make sure your window motor wasn't broke, or make sure your window wasn't off track. You could have did it yourself. You could have got it from the junkyard.
I could have. Exactly. I priced it at the pick and pull.
Yeah.
$5. I'll put it in for you. And I said, okay. And I had to drive.
And he put it in for you
to Orangeburg for him to put it in for $35, right?
Right.
So when I get there, and I'm talking to the lady. I called about the window for the Escort and the passenger window, and she was like, okay, someone's getting it now. And I was like, okay. And I looked over to the right and I see like a bin full of CD players.
Right.
The CD players they don't remove from wrecked cars and all that stuff. And I was like, wait a minute. Does that say Alpine? I said, ma'am, how much is the Alpine CD player? Oh, she was like, all the CD players over there are $25. Can I have one of those? Can I have that Pioneer? I mean, that Alpine, please.
In a black.
So you're not going to get the window?
No.
Actually, I went and got some clear tape. the clear tape that you would wrap around. Okay, so I worked at Food Lion Warehouse, and so if you ever been in the grocery store and those big pallets that be sitting in the middle of the floor, and they're wrapped up in plastic and they have all kinds of boxes, I used that tape. Right. I took the whole gun outside in the parking lot and wrapped my window. I was like, I don't need that right now. Right. And here's the crazy thing. I could have bought the window and I could have bought the radio.
Right.
But I said, you know what? I don't have speakers in the front.
Oh wow.
I said I got $40. I already spent $25. And then I bought some I don't know if they were Kicker. There were some little coaxial speakers that they had in there, and I bought those too. Oh no, they were Blanc Punk. I don't know if anybody remember that brand. I bought them.
They was hot for like a year and a half.
$10.
Yeah, it was hot like a year and a half.
Yeah.
I remember.
They were blue. They were blue or something. I bought them because they were blue. I was like, oh man, these blue door speakers. I'm getting these. So I bought them. And yep, I was knocking, and I felt like a jerk because I picked the girl up during the day. It was fine,
right?
But that evening, she was leaning into me.
Yep.
She was like, it's cold. I was like,
yeah. But these speakers are knocking though.
It's knocking. You don't hear that key sweat? You may be young, but I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You're a big girl now. You're a woman.
Yeah.
You can come over here and take my hand.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, man. My situation was different. Like you had bills and responsibilities. So your priorities were making sure these bills and these responsibilities were taken care of,
right?
Versus having, you know, more reliable vehicle. Like I can get by on this. These other things take precedent over this. Yeah. It was just me being cheap.
Yeah, man. And
can't spend all this money on this car. I gotta afford this room at Night's Inn. Are you crazy?
Oh my God. Yeah.
This room was at Night's Inn, $38. I gotta make sure I have $38.
Yeah, and be able to go to Waffle House.
Can't be buying a window, huh?
Yeah, and be able to go to Waffle House.
Say that again.
Yeah, and be able to go to Waffle House afterwards. Yeah, man, you gotta have priorities straight.
Yes,
and me, man,
it's the summertime, man.
And that's why people ask me about the grind. I'm a grinder, bro, by nature. Right, whether it was military or before that, when I worked at this Carlton House restaurant in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, or McDonald's on them shifts that nobody else wanted to take, all I knew was grinding. That's all I really know right now. Like I wish I had more talent. Right, that's one of those things. Like there are people that are born with talent, bro. And I wish I had some of that. But all I know is the grind, right? All I know is answering 60 emails an hour. That's me. I'm that person. Like I sit through emails and answer emails and direct people and all that stuff. That's what I know. All I know is answering 20 phone calls an hour. Right, that's what I knew in customer service, like 20 calls an hour, bro. That's amazing, right? All I know is sitting there and just working as hard as all I know is being a worker bee.
Yes, sir.
Right, and so I laugh now because back in the day, it was more like. They used to laugh at Uncle Freezy, like, and I used to be hurt, bro. Because I used to see dudes like taking their girls to Apple. This is how petty it was. Like, I see dudes taking their girl to Applebee's during lunch, right? And they in a fancy car, and their car got auto start and unlocked it, so they can unlock. This is back when you used to walk up to your car and unlock your car with the key. Right. I used to, my door didn't work. So I used to have to leave the window kind of cracked where I can reach in and pull it up. You know what I'm saying? And jokers used to laugh. But ha, Uncle Freezy, you so broke. You know what I'm saying? Right. I used to be that guy. Like, they used to laugh like, man, why don't you go buy you some new clothes? I couldn't afford to buy new clothes because I had kids. So I used to, man, but from the military, the clothes I did have, I used to wash and press the hell out. I used to send it to the cleaners. I used to do it myself.
Oh yeah.
Like with the starch in a blue bottle, the heavy starch.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Priest might cut somebody.
Yeah. I used to wash some stuff. I used to wash by hand, like my dress shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I used to wash my dress shirts by hand to make sure that when I put my tie on, my collars used to lay down flat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like when the business meetings come and all that stuff, I used to be the sharpest dressed dude in the meeting. And not because that I had on expensive brands, because I was wearing Kmart brands because that's all I could afford.
Right.
But I would buy the loudest colors Kmart had to offer, and I would wash and press and starch those things. So when I walk in the meeting, they be like, "Man, who was that?" Oh, they ain't nobody. That's Uncle Freezy. He started out as the male person, and now he just worked his way up to be in this meeting. Now he in the meeting taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
And so like people will pull me to the side, like, "Hey, keep on, young fella." Like I'll never forget this old black guy named Larry. He was important. I forget what his job is. Lawrence something. But when he pulled me to the side, he was like, "Hey, call me Larry." I was like, "Okay, Mr. Larry." He's like, "No, call me Larry." I was like, "Okay, Mr. Larry." He's like, No, call me Larry." Right. And so we will walk and we'll be like, dude would be like people walk up to him and they'd be like, "Hey, Larry, such and such." He's like, "Call me Mr. Jones." And he'd be like, "Okay, Mr. Jones." Right. And so he would give me advice like via email. He'd be like, "Keep on doing what you're doing, young fella." Because he was like, keep on, no matter what they offer you, just keep taking the conference meeting notes. Make sure you keep taking the meeting notes and you share them with everybody. Don't give them away. Right. You send the meeting notes out. And so I didn't understand what he was saying. I was like, "Man, that's more work. I could just pass this off to somebody else and go back and do my job." He's like, "No, take the notes." Right. And so by doing that, what I found is that I knew as much about the meeting and the company and the direction and the departments as the leaders of those departments. Mm-hmm. Now, I wasn't a decision maker, but I knew as much as everybody. So when I was at the snack machine getting a honey bun or something, somebody walk up to me and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna do such and such and such." And I'm like, "No, you're not, because such and such said during the meeting that you're gonna do such and such." And then they'd be like, "Well, who are you? You ain't nobody. All you is the runner." I was like, "Well, according to these meeting notes, such and such said that you're supposed to do such and such. And if you don't do such and such, I'm gonna make sure he know that you going rogue." And he'd be like, "No, I ain't, man. I just need to find out such and such. Did you send me the notes?" "I sent them to you already. You already have them. I have an email receipt saying that you received it Thursday at such and such time." Right. And so what Larry had did was trusted me, like he empowered me to be a better version of myself that I was not ready to be because I didn't know nothing. Right. It's kind of like, Chuck, you know how we do the YouTube channels when like we do Lawrence Tears and we do vibes and stuff, and people come on and we be like, "No, do such and such this way." And they be like, "No, I ain't doing it such and such this way. That ain't my vibe, man. I do such and such." Have you been successful doing it your way? "Man, why are you trying to throw me under the bus?" Nah, bro, we trying to make you better. We're trying to make you better than you would otherwise be if you were just doing it on your own. Right. And so that's what Larry was doing to me at the time. I didn't know it. Right. And so then remember the black truck that I bought. Remember I told you, the one that will overheat?
Yes.
Well, it finally broke down on me on a Friday. I was supposed to pick up Mocha from work. I was late. I didn't have a cell phone. Right. So she waiting there. I was supposed to pick up at 6:30. It's like 8:15. I ain't got no way to get her, and I ain't got no way to call her. Right? So she waiting at her second job. I mean, at her first job, late for her second job. So she called and she get home. I finally make my way home. I walk in the door. She in there frying leg quarters. Chuck, we were so broke, bro. She in there frying leg quarters and opening the can of some random vegetable. We were so broke, man. We were so broke. She in there frying. The kids is walking around with saggy ass diapers on, crying. Remember, I got a set of twins, so one taking a fork and sticking it in the socket. The other one walking around with a saggy ass diaper on. She frying leg quarters. You know what I'm saying? The phone ringing off the hook. It's bill collectors. Like, yo, y'all past due for such and such. I walk in. She look at me like she about to cry. Right? I'm like, yo. I'm like, baby, we on our way. Just trust me. Just be patient. No. Do something right now. Basically, she telling me, get your shit together. Right?
Right.
And I'm like, yo, but I'm on the way. I'm gonna be somebody important. And she told me then, like, look me in my eyes. It ain't about you being important. It's about you taking care of this family, about you taking care of yourself. And I was like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do what it is that you just said. Like, take care of a family and take care of myself, because I ain't never had no man in my life to do that.
Right. Show you these things. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going by the stuff that I see on TV, basically, kind of, you know.
Right.
And so she like, yo, you gonna have to figure something out now. So my credit was bad. Of course, Chuck, when you broke, everything is bad. Like, your credit be bad. You broke. You don't have no income. You don't have no. So I called my pops, and he gave me the worst advice I ever heard in my life. I tell him, like, hey man, my cars broke down. Both of them broke down. I don't have a ride to work. I don't have no money in the bank. Mo was mad at me. She frustrated me that we ain't going nowhere. We ain't doing nothing. And he was like, well, you love her, don't you? I was like, yeah. And so he was like, well, go borrow some money and fix all your stuff, or something stupid. He said something dumb. Basically, he was like, yo, go get in debt. And I was like, well, no, I ain't gonna do that. I tell you what I'm gonna do. Because what he was telling me was a short-term solution. Like, fix the cars and keep doing what you're doing is basically what he was telling me.
Right.
So I talked to Mo about that. I was like, hey, you know what we need to do? I will stop working as many hours at work, and I'll stay home with the kids. I'm gonna work a full-time job, but you need to stop working two jobs and go back to school. So she goes back to school. I stay home. I do all the kids stuff. My grandmother coming in the clutch. She watched the kids for us. Mo get her degree and all this stuff. And from then on, our life take off in a direction that we had never thought that we, you know what I'm saying, be in. Right. Because we were legit, like Chuck, like at your family reunion, we were legit the family that would show up to the family reunion with no family reunion shirts because we couldn't afford them. But we be in a broke down car with a bunch of hungry kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were that couple, right? And so what we did over the years is slowly improved ourselves, because what we noticed is you can't improve your job situation. You have to improve yourself. You have to make yourself marketable to other. So now when I walk in the spot and people like see my resume or whatever, and they be like, oh man, that's impressive. You really have 20 plus such and such years working for such and such county, or you really have all these years doing all these different things. Yeah. But back then I didn't have none of that stuff. because I always thought, I had to find the easy way out, like fix I was always busy fixing the moment and not fixing my life. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, when you brought up the guy that like was in the broke down car, I was like, damn, this motherfucker, that used to be me. And the Ford Taurus with the slipping transmission, the one that had no fourth gear and no reverse, that was me. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so over the years, I constantly tried to improve myself because I have like my talent is grinding. My talent is not charisma, or my talent is not feeling me, or my talent is not such and such words per minute. My talent is not those things. My talent has always been work. Like if you want somebody to work, like I'm that guy, right? But if you need somebody that's gonna, like, okay, so for instance, one of the people that in my life that I love, and I don't mention his name enough, and I should, is Sim Russell. Sim Russell has all these different talents to do all these type of things, right?
Right.
Dude is a super talented brother. Sim Russell is a super talented brother. The dude that does nothing but nicks in the front stoop, super talented, right? So I don't have all those talents, right? Like, I'm not going to be able to go sit in front of the Senate. Like Sim, legit, once in a while will go to DC and sit in front of Congress and talk about certain stuff. That's his business. I ain't gonna get in front of all that. I ain't gonna get into all of that, right? But he can, will, and has done that before, right? Me, I don't have that. Me, I'm the guy that if you talking about, hey, you know what I'm saying, in 2 years, this is where I want to be, but we got to grind at this every day. I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? So when you mentioned that about the broke down car and stuff, and I didn't want to get, but this is the health and lifestyle section. So this is the lifestyle part. I'm just saying, right? What I'm saying is for those of y'all that's going through that right now, man, improve yourself. If you pull yourself up and invest in yourself and your wife and your kids, invest in them, and your situation will gradually get better. It's not gonna happen overnight, right? It's not it's not a lottery ticket. But the same thing that helped me go from that to where I am now is the same thing. Like when I was in this car accident, I broke, like, I don't want to get into all that. So anyway, I was injured real bad. Right. The motivation that got me like out of the wheelchair and onto a walker and then onto crutches and then onto a cane and then onto a limp is the same motivation that gets me through like daily stuff every day now. Like I legit went from a wheelchair to a walker to crutches to a cane to a limp to what I'm doing right now. And it took, people call it hard. I don't know if you want to call it hard. Right. I know it's like a thing inside you that drive you to do whatever it is that you set your mind to.
Right.
And so I just wanted to share that, man. Chuck, I ain't mean to get super chatty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, you're absolutely good, man. So those who are just joining us, man, welcome to Vibes and Stuff live in the morning. It's your host Chuck Allen, Uncle Freezy, and we're just kicking it, helping you get through the morning, man. Let me give a quick shout out to Subliminal 209, Project Nerd, HQ was good, heck, D-Raz, uh, Wayne Peterson. Our guy, it's been a minute, D'Angelo. How are you doing, sir? What it do? Yeah, man. Oh no, man. I enjoyed listening because most people, if they were put in that situation, they would have been faking it till they make it and never make it and just be in a mountain of debt. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I don't want people to think I'm poor. So I'm going to go and get this car that I know one misstep with $1 can mess everything up.
Right.
Or I'm gonna have to get another little part-time job just to cover, you know, the basic bills that I was covering before I got this car. And it's like,
Right.
nah, man, it's about priorities. I don't knock anybody for doing what they have to. Because when I hear things like that, I think about that scene from Cadillac Records, when they just signed Howlin' Wolf, and Muddy Waters is like, man, if you stick around long enough, you can get a Cadillac too. And he said, nah, this whole truck get me where I need to go.
Right. Right.
I'm just trying to get where I need to go. I'm trying to get to and from work. I'm trying to get to and from the gas station. I don't need a Cadillac to do that.
Right.
So it was great hearing you talk about that, because I'm pretty sure you're not the only person to ever go through that, and you won't be the only person to ever have gone through that. And so anybody in the chat, man, that's heard this story about Uncle Freezy, sharing these pieces of his life. If you're going through that, understand, man, things will get better. Sometimes you gotta make that tough decision. Listen, sweetie, you gotta go back to school.
Right.
And she got her degree, and then that allowed their family to ascend to where they're at now.
Right.
You know, getting chauffeured, maids doing their laundry, butlers cleaning up after Benny. So, you know, you work hard, you can get it too.
Yeah, man. Right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, Benny is probably leaving us a surprise right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And so man. And so I find myself having to share that, because not to be inspirational to everybody, but to let people know that there are human beings out here. Now I know you see us across the internet, and it's like, man, these dudes probably production assistants that got mad because ABC wouldn't put them on screen, and they just doing anything on the internet. It's people out there that do that, like production assistants somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
You know what I'm saying, work on TV shows and stuff. They ain't getting any shine, and they ain't moving fast enough, so they just decide to jump on YouTube. I'm not that guy.
Right.
I'm not that dude. I'm the dude that's in the bodega or the gas station that you run into. You walking down the chip aisle because you trying to get a fountain drink, and it's a dude standing over there scratching the lottery ticket. That's me. You know what I'm saying? That's me. That's me. You know what I'm saying? That's me. That's you know, just a dude. Just a dude, bro. That's it. Just trying to do things, and I'm trying to improve myself at the same time. Like that dude, Mr. Larry, when he retired, bro, he said my name in his retirement email.
Wow.
Yeah, he said my name, right? And so he sent the email out to the thing. He retired from the company. He said my name in the email. I like to thank all the people, you know, saying people as, and then he like in a separate thing. Thank you to Uncle Freezy for all you've done, and moved on to about him and what him and his wife was going to do. And then people started coming to my desk like, dang, why Mr. Jones? Why Mr. Jones put your name in the email? And I'm like, maybe he saw something in me that I didn't see in myself.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and it be like that sometimes. It absolutely be like that, you know.
Yeah, man.
Now everybody want to know what the secret sauce is. What secret sauce Freezy got over there?
Right.
get the boss man to put his name in the. I've been here. Yeah, man. People are. I don't know, man.
A lady was mad at me, Chuck.
Oh, I believe you.
I've been with the company 27 years, and ain't nobody never put my name in the email. And I just so.
But what have you been doing for 27 years? Have you been just existing?
And why did my name prompt you to feel this way? You should be excited for me. Mm-hmm. And Chad, this is another thing. This is another thing I want to talk to y'all about. As human beings, we should be excited for other people's successes. Right? Like when something happened good for D'Angelo, I'm not going to be like, well, how come D'Angelo get the nah. Hey, man, D'Angelo, if something happened good for you, man, I'm excited for you, bro, and that's genuine. I don't want nothing in return either. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing in return. If something happened good for, like, say, for instance, if D'Angelo hit the Powerball for $800 million, I'm going to say, hey, D'Angelo, man, I'm excited for you, man. I hope you are able to get all the things you desire. I don't want nothing in return. Just that. But we can't do, for some reason, we can't do that. Right?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish.
No, go ahead. I'm finishing off these.
Well, here's the thing, because people are so downtrodden and beaten down and entitled, they think because something happens for one, it should happen for me. Like, but you didn't put in the work that I put in. You didn't sacrifice what I sacrificed. Like I stopped a long time ago in my early 20s, late teens, looking at other people's stuff and desiring it. I don't know what you got to do or what you had to do to maintain what you're presenting. Right. Until I seen a childhood friend go into debt to floss for homecoming. Like it's the first homecoming after you done graduated, everybody come back. Like, dude, I know where you work. You're not a salary guy. You're an hourly guy, and you're not making as much money as that car would suggest you make. I know this has to be murder on your pockets. I will never, ever, 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 ever consider an $800 payment for a car. Not especially at that time, where me personally, I just need a car to get from A to B. If I wanted to look fancy, there's certain things that Chucks know how to do to make it fancy and not cost a lot of money, because I know how to use these. But $800 would get me a car, man. Get me a Cutlass or a Coupe de Ville, or not a Taurus Show. Not a Taurus Show. Taurus Show is a very underrated car. Yeah. That V6 that was in the Taurus Show,
right, was crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Anybody that knows about Taurus Shows knows. Those that don't know, go Google the Taurus Show. The only thing that was wrong with the Taurus Show was the thing that gave you problems, and that was the transmission. The engine, damn near bulletproof, but the transmission was a issue with the Taurus Show. But and I think it was because it couldn't handle the horsepower on a continuous basis. That's my personal opinion. But that's a very nice car. My homegirl mom had one. That's why and she had transmission issues with hers. But folks will live beyond their means to impress other people. And my thing is about not impressing others. Because guess what? People going to talk sugar, honey, iced tea about you regardless if you're doing
Right.
good or you're doing bad. You know, it's because whatever is going on in your life, they're either saying, "I wish that was me," or "I'm glad it's not me." And I think for to have a semblance of sanity, you got to step away from both of that. And like Unc said, you got to be excited. You know why you should be excited for your friends when they do good, or people that you know when they do good, or people in your area that do good. Your turn may be next. My turn may be next. Oh man, you acting like you won the money. No, I didn't. But this guy's my friend, and if good fortunes happen to him, then it's only a matter of time before good things happen to me. But people don't do that. He gonna blow. Freeze gonna blow all that money.
Right.
God dog.
Right.
So a gentleman, a young guy, when we were in high school, his parents died, like right after one another, right? And but they were people with their things in order. It was just unfortunate what had happened to them. They were good, hardworking people. You know, long story short, they were people with their eyes crossed. So there was insurance plan, there was insurance, life insurance, survivor insurance. So you know, this kid, this because he was a kid at the time, he ends up with like $750,000. And so there were family members coming around, you know, and some people, one family member in particular, I just want to talk about this, gave them $10,000. Man, you got almost $1 million, and all you gonna give me is $10,000. What I'm gonna do with $10,000?
Right. Right.
When have you ever had $10,000 at one time
Right.
to do anything with? How dare you? He don't owe you no money. Guess what? If it were intended for you to get money, then your brother would have put you on that policy and not his son. He would put you on that policy too, along with his son. But apparently, he's making sure that his kids were taken care of, not his brother.
Right. Right.
I can't believe, man. I can't believe, you know.
Right. Yeah.
That boy don't owe you nothing. Not a thing. Not one single thing. Nah, man. People are spoiled, man. The lack of gratitude and attitude is ridiculous. DSJ, I don't understand it. You, I don't understand it. You're given the same opportunities as everyone else who open their eyes on a given day. What you do with that time, how you manage within that time, that's on you.
Right. It's yeah, exactly. It's on you how you so the thing is, people will see us now. They'll see me and Mo, and they'll say, "Man, they act like no, don't do that. Don't do that. You got this spirit on you that is not a good spirit, so to speak." Like people will see me, like Chuck see me, people will see you and I rocking, right? And they'll be like, the only reason why Chuck let Freezy do all that stuff is because Chuck got Uncle Freezy, you know what I'm saying, wrapped around his finger. Maybe in a thing, because I love Chuck. I love his story. I love Chuck as a person. I love the fact that he's real, right? So if he got me around his finger, yeah, it's kind of like in the old school way of saying it. Okay.
Right.
Right. But Chuck ain't manipulative. You know what I'm saying?
No.
He ain't no manipulator, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And people are, hey man, hey, nah, man, just it is what it is. We rocking, we vibing. Me, Chuck, D'Angelo, DeRoss, Subliminal 209, DSJ. We played your joint at the beginning of the show too.
Yes, sir.
We played your joint at the beginning of the show. Wayne Peterson, Soulfinger, everybody that come through and we kick it. It's not because we kicking it because we owe each other something, or we obligated, or DSJ is making us come on here and do this stuff. Nah, man, it's this thing. It's a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It just kicking. It's organic, and if it feel right, do it. That's as simple as it is. Like with me and Sub and Cully and everybody. Like when we get together, it's as simple as it is. If it feels right, do it. That's all. Ain't no major thing, man. And I say that to say, this. We're gonna continue doing vibes and stuff live in the mornings because we want y'all to have a place where you can come and start your days off with good, positive vibes, and want y'all to contribute. You know what I'm saying? We want y'all, we want y'all to help grow the channel, not because the channel is blah, but because the more people we can get to bring in more positive vibes, the more we can learn from each other and just have a good time. Right?
Right.
Yeah. C-Mac was good.
Salute.
Yeah, man. Julian Blum was good. Me and JB gonna have to do something together. You know what I'm saying? JB, I got skills with JB. If given time, I could do a little something. Yeah, man. Hey, Chuck, you got something for Relationship Corner? I ain't got nothing, bro.
Relationship Corner.
I ain't got nothing, man.
I don't know. Chat. What we want to do anybody got any relationship things that we need to get into? Hey man, I appreciate that, Wayne. We both do. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, well, Chuck, I'm gonna get out of here so I can prep for the KMD.
All right.
And are you gonna hang out for a little bit, or are you gonna rap?
Now let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and wrap. I got a couple things I want to do, and then some of the things that we talked about. I wanna kind of jump on that.
Okay. All right. I'm out. I'll let you wrap it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, hey man, thank you for Oh, okay. Well, let's we'll tackle that one real quick. Soul Finger number 12. When your lady asks if she looks fat in a dress, yeah, man, that is that's a catch-22, man. That's just being honest, Soul Finger. That is a catch-22, man. It is. Wow. I don't know. You want to tell your woman the truth, but you don't want to take, like, you know what I'm saying? If your woman is the kind of a person that really wants the truth, then yeah, you should probably tell her. that's you might be able to get no, you're not. I mean, I would stay away from that. I would stay away from that question just in As soon as she asks, "Oh, do I look fat in this, baby? I love you," and I'm out of there. I'm not even. I ain't standing around for the follow up or elaborate. Tell me more. Nah. Mm-mm, mm-mm. D Ross, yeah, man. If you're fat, it doesn't matter what you have on. You're just fat. But here's the thing: women are definitely more. We're all sensitive about our appearance and things like that. Uh, hey, I ain't answering that question. I'm not answering that question. Just like I don't answer. Uh, would I or who do I find attractive? I don't play them games with my girl. Nah. Mm-mm. Because it's a trap. Would you, if this happened to me, would you? Nah, we ain't playing those games. Nah, not at all. Not at all. Um, because see, when women ask questions, they don't. But the questions that they ask is not the question that they're really asking. You know what I mean? So you gotta walk on a thin line when you're answering those kind of questions. Hey, man, you're beautiful. I love you. Nah, man. I listen. Which argument do you want to have? Me not answering the question, or me answering the question honestly? Yeah, man. You got to use diplomacy, man. Women. Boy. Sometimes, and I could be wrong because I'm speaking from a single man's perspective, a bachelor's perspective. Guys who are living 24/7 with a woman, whether y'all living together, y'all married, engaged, whatever the case may be, this may definitely not apply. But I avoid those questions because if I tell you what you don't want to hear, um, then you're upset. Whereas I'm going to ask you, if I'm asking you something, I want the honest answer. I don't want to be looking crazy out here in the streets like, yo, this. But then if you have to ask, you kind of know in your heart of hearts uh what you're asking. You already know what the answer is. Yo, does this look all right? You know that don't look all right. Does this color make me look? It ain't the color. I look big when I wear this color. No, no, babe. It don't matter what color you wear. You're big. But guess what? I love you. I love you and all that bigness. Now bring it over here. Let me squeeze them cheeks. All right, that's enough. I don't want to go. I don't want to go overboard. uh, right. Okay. So as a married, like you got to pick and choose. Okay. Okay. So you got to flip it. Okay. I tell her I'm gonna put it on regardless. So what? It doesn't matter. Hey man. Yeah. Yeah. Um. I think as people in general, man, um, we want to be accepted. We want to be looked at positively. So we want to always put our best foot forward. But sometimes it's just not. Sometimes people have an off day. You know. Um, But one thing you have to do is be comfortable in your own skin. Um, so when someone does something that they like, man, I'll be, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, all right, you like it, I love it. All right. That's what's up. D-Raz says, this look, does this look good is a question. Am I fat is a statement. Yeah, shorty, you are fat. Pretty hot and tempting. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Nah, man. Um, but when you get those loaded questions, I usually what's going on? For me, dealing with the dating scene, I'm like, hey, what's going on? What's really what's really going on? Because you asking these questions, like, what do you want? What you're not feeling good today? You don't feel as beautiful as usual? Can't possibly be, because you're beautiful every day. What's up? What's the matter? Because I think those questions come out of like an insecurity, and you want to make your significant other feel secure, um, and you don't want to put too much sauce on it, where it's like, all right, come on now, like, all right, come on, you can't be like, oh, Beyonce ain't got nothing on you, girl. Word. Right. So yeah, you got to pick and choose your battles. Yeah. Yes, sir. But gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate everyone coming in and chopping it up with us this morning. Um, yeah, man, just put on the DSJ joint, man. Hey, DSJ, I don't know if I told you. I don't know if Uncle Freezy told you. I don't know if the chat told you, but that joint is fire. That joint is fire. Yeah. But but yeah. Uh, everyone, thank you for joining me. Joining me and Uncle Freezy. Yo, we'll be back here tomorrow at the same time, 8 a.m. ish to about 9 a.m. ish. So if this is your first time chopping it up, kicking it with us, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Make sure you click all notifications so that when we go live, when something's dropping on Vibes and stuff, you can come kick it with us. Um, I think. I think you enjoy yourself, man. Just come back and keep kicking it with us. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Send it up, send it up, send it up, so that we can get a part of the algorithm, man. We can grow this channel, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me and DSJ definitely got to do something. I got some new joints. Um, I'm gonna try to get them to him. See if he rock with them or not. Uh, um, yeah. So thank you guys for coming through this morning, man. I hope we brightened up your morning. And like I said, we'll be back here tomorrow morning, same time, for Women Crush Wednesdays. So be prepared. We're gonna be talking our man ish tomorrow, reminiscing, and throwing up some of these beauties of the past, present, and future. Yes, sir. Appreciating the women, you know. So enjoy the rest of your day. Everyone be safe. Men, make sure you're going to the doctor and keep your health in check. Have a good afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow. Those who are in the chat, man, jump over on KMD, man. Show Unc some love. Let's talk them Knicks, man. To all my vibrant ones, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow in the AM. Peace.